Not feeling my best, but I just got tickled thinking about something that happened to me in the late 80s. I was a salesman uh, in Raleigh at a Chevrolet lot. And the funny thing was, I was a baby of the bunch. I'm a 20 some, early 20 guy selling cars with the demo just like the big guys were. And, people were other guys my age at the dealership. They were changing tires, cleaning cars, doing details. Here I was, the salesman with the demo. So there's always some little animosity there when you're coming back and they got to clean your car. They don't mind cleaning the other guy's car, they just didn't want to clean yours. So, but I always treat everybody in sales, in service, great, because you got to have a good relationship with service. They can give you possible customers over and over. But came a situation was I'm leaving the lot one day, and on a Friday, when you're a single man, which I was at the time, you're ready, especially with a brand new company car to drive every day. So you're ready to get into some stuff. But I'm looking at this guy. He's in front of the building, and it's one of those days where everybody's gone. He's in the service department, and I looked at him, and I just I wanted to keep going. I said, man, you got a ride? He said, man, no, man. He said, I'm just stuck here. My ride hadn't come. And I just couldn't ride onward to whatever I was going to get into without dealing with this guy. So, man, hop on in. Barely spoke to me when I brought my cars to detail, but I took him on. So I'm riding with him. I have to stop for gas. Whether he helps or not, which he didn't. I went on to put gas in. That was the age of the cassette tape. And I went to put gas in, and then I noticed I couldn't find some of my favorite cassette tapes. He had got me for my Grover Washington, my Al Jarreau, and I think something else, because people would ride with you in the cassette days. You can't hide an 8-track, but you sure can slide a cassette or two into your jacket. And I said, wow, the man then peeled me, riding with me free, and I'm still taking them home. So I take him on home. He goes in, and he buys a beer while I'm putting gas in. I didn't think anything of it. I don't know whether it's Bud, Miller, whatever. He pulls the top off when he gets home. I promise you. The guy wins a Mercedes 190 Benz. It was a brand new car. Only a few on the streets. Even Mercedes wasn't getting on it. This guy, some of you all worked for your Mercedes. He bought a brew and won a brand new Mercedes. So I hear tell of it. I hear tell of it. Now, this is the guy that I took home, never charged, stole tapes from me, barely spoke to me, but I'm the one that took him home. I come into work one morning, and they have this Monte Carlo that had sat on my lot for about 2 years new. I think it would still had the name of the previous Chevy dealership's name on it. It was like the curse car, that one new car that won't move, that's been sold 1,000,000 times, won't move. And they're putting him into that. They gave him about $3,000, and they paid his insurance for a year for that brand new 190 Mercedes. So I'm watching people give each other high fives. The salespeople and everything, and I'm like, wow, you're doing that to an employee? Everybody knew he was getting just make the worst decision of his life, but I was just, is there any honor among thieves? Because this guy works for us. But hey, they did it anyway. And so he walks by, doesn't speak or anything, and I said, wow, I took this guy home. None of these guys would take this guy home. None of these guys would even think of him. They're celebrating over just destroying him financially, because after he got the Monte Carlo and after that money was spent and the insurance was spent, it's just debacle after debacle, and he kept trading down. Before you know it, he was in a bucket, and that bucket went bad, and that bucket, and he had nothing. It's amazing what you do for people sometimes. It may not come back. And I'm not trying to say his bad luck or anything else was a result of how he treated me. But gosh, you sure can do better with some people. Why would you take your business to somebody that doesn't even think of you to speak to you, to take you home, or anything else? And a guy that helps you, who you steal from, doesn't even cross your mind to assist. It's amazing what happens in life. Sometimes you just have to sit back and watch. That was when I had to sit back and watch. I didn't enjoy seeing him lose. But it's amazing how some of the decisions that some people make backfire on them. Just had to share that one. Thought about that. You worked hard for your Mercedes. He bought a beer. All right. Be blessed.